Good morning, Sarah. How are you today?
Good morning, Mr. Smith. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So, Sarah, I understand you want some tips on how to improve your English speaking skills. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I have been studying English for a while now, but I still struggle to speak fluently.
Well, you are in the right place. Improving your speaking skills takes practice and patience, but with the right strategies, you will get there. One tip I always give my students is to surround yourself with English as much as possible.
That makes sense. How can I do that?
There are several ways. First, try to immerse yourself in English-speaking environments. You could join conversation clubs, watch English movies or TV shows without subtitles, or listen to English podcasts or radio stations.
Those are great suggestions. I will definitely give them a try. Is there anything else I can do?
Absolutely. Another important tip is to practice speaking regularly. You can do this by finding a language partner or joining a language exchange program where you can practice speaking with native English speakers.
That sounds like a good idea. I will look into finding a language partner. Do you have any advice for speaking more confidently?
Confidence comes with practice and experience. One way to build confidence is to start with simple conversations and gradually challenge yourself with more complex topics. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process.
That's reassuring to hear. I always worry about making mistakes when I speak English.
It's important to remember that making mistakes is how we learn. Native speakers make mistakes too, so don't let that hold you back. Finally, I recommend recording yourself speaking English. This will help you identify areas for improvement and track your progress over time.
That's a great idea. I will start recording myself right away. Thank you so much for all these helpful tips, Mr. Smith.
You are welcome, Sarah. Remember, improving your English speaking skills takes time and effort, but with dedication and practice, you will see results. Keep up the good work.
I will. Thanks again, Mr. Smith. I'm excited to put these tips into action and become a more confident English speaker.
Absolutely, Sarah. I'm always here to support you in your English learning journey. Now, let's talk about some specific techniques you can use to practice speaking English.
That would be really helpful, Mr. Smith. Can you give me some examples?
Of course. One effective technique is called shadowing. This involves listening to a native speaker or audio recording and repeating what they say as closely as possible, including their intonation and pronunciation. It helps you improve your pronunciation and rhythm.
That sounds like a useful technique. I will give it a try. What else can I do to practice speaking?
Another technique is called role-playing. Find a partner or even practice by yourself, and pretend you are in different situations, like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions. This helps you practice real-life conversations and builds your confidence.
That sounds fun. I will definitely try role-playing with my language partner. Do you have any other tips for improving my speaking skills?
Yes, one more tip is to focus on fluency rather than perfection. When you are speaking, try to keep the conversation flowing even if you make mistakes. Don't get stuck on finding the perfect word or grammar structure. Just keep talking and expressing yourself.
That's a good point. I often get caught up trying to be perfect, and it slows me down. I will work on focusing more on fluency. Thank you for reminding me.
You are welcome, Sarah. Remember, the goal is effective communication. As long as you can get your message across, minor mistakes are not a big deal. Keep practicing and you will continue to improve.
I will, Mr. Smith. Thank you so much for all your guidance and encouragement. I feel much more confident about improving my English speaking skills now.
I'm glad to hear that, Sarah. Keep up the great work, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need any more help. I'm here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I appreciate it.
Before we conclude, Sarah, I would like to share one final tip with you. It's important to practice active listening while you are working on your speaking skills.
Active listening. What do you mean by that?
Active listening involves fully concentrating on what the other person is saying, rather than just passively hearing the words. This means paying attention to the speaker's tone, body language, and the context of the conversation. By becoming a better listener, you will also become a better speaker because you will pick up on nuances and expressions that you can incorporate into your own speech.
That makes sense. I will make sure to practice active listening during my conversations in English.
Great! Active listening is a valuable skill that will not only improve your speaking abilities but also enhance your overall communication skills.
Thank you for all these wonderful tips, Mr. Smith. I really appreciate your help and guidance.
You are very welcome, Sarah. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and it's normal to encounter challenges along the way. The important thing is to stay motivated, keep practicing, and never give up. I have every confidence that you will continue to make great progress in your English speaking skills.
Thank you for your encouragement, Mr. Smith. I will do my best to apply these tips and keep improving. Have a fantastic day.
Before we wrap up, Sarah, I want to leave you with one last piece of advice. It's essential to create a language learning routine and stick to it consistently.
That's a good point, Mr. Smith. How can I create a routine that works for me?
Start by setting specific goals for your English learning journey. Break down these goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and allocate time each day for language practice. Whether it's 30 minutes in the morning or an hour in the evening, consistency is key. Make use of resources like language learning apps, textbooks, or online courses to structure your practice sessions effectively.
That sounds like a practical approach. I will definitely work on creating a consistent routine for my language learning.
Excellent! Remember to keep track of your progress and celebrate your achievements along the way. Language learning is a gradual process, and every step forward is worth celebrating.
Thank you for your guidance, Mr. Smith. I feel much more motivated and equipped to improve my English speaking skills now.
You are welcome, Sarah. I have every confidence in your ability to succeed. Keep practicing, stay dedicated, and never hesitate to reach out if you need assistance or encouragement. I'm here to support you in your language learning journey.
Thank you once again, Mr. Smith. I will keep in touch and let you know how I'm progressing. Have a wonderful day.
You too, Sarah. Keep up the fantastic work, and I look forward to hearing about your progress. Take care.